I'm sorry. That's what you get for marrying a civilian.
Are you and the girls going to be okay? Combat pay isn't as much as I make at the dig site.
We'll be fine. The last thing I want you to worry about is paying the bills.
Just don't go too crazy with new dance classes, okay?
I was in a drop those. Can't get the girls there on time, and I was probably gonna go pick up an extra shift at work.
Oh. Well, we'll make it up to the girls when I get back. Dance classes, biotic gymnastics, whatever they want.
Aww. Anyway, welcome back to Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. So today, I'm going to start with a quick tour of the Normandy. After all, I did just pick up a couple new squad mates.
Commander?
Most of them have nothing good to say. I forget if...
A bit of muzzle wear on this one. Ma'am?
Muzzle wear, okay. Oh snap, I missed a model earlier. Whoops.
Ready when you are.
Gonna do some quick upgrades here. Upgrades are based on sort of weapon level to a certain extent, weapon power. So like the Predator and Shuriken are sort of the weakest weapons in the game, so they're cheapest upgrade. Avenger and Vindicator aren't particularly powerful, so they're cheap to upgrade. Shotguns and sniper rifles, we're getting into stronger weapons, so they are cost more. And then these ones are obviously especially powerful, so they cost even more. Just to play around with weapons a little bit. And give myself the Punisher. Should still be able to do unleash my weapons and my attacks pretty quickly. Sure. Yep. And 33%. I wouldn't mind getting that just a little bit better, frankly. Good enough. And yeah, some weapons, obviously, yeah, they do cost a lot to upgrade as you go along.
I'm sorry to trouble you again so soon, but surely you must know something about the device. Anything would help.
It was supposed to be our miracle, but we were fragmented by that point. Communication had been severed. I put no faith in it. All we could trust were the weapons in our hands.
And you really know nothing about the catalyst?
I already told you, Asari. No.
I'm sorry. It's just so much depends on this.
I know that more than you do.
Of course. I apologize.
Supposed to be, like, things for washing his hands, but...
Perhaps later, Commander.
They're very... They look just like black tables. We got our engineers back! Donnelly and Daniels.
Commander,
Thank you.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Ah!
Nothing to report.
Commander.
Adams, what do you think about them?
Need anything, Commander?
How's Engineer Donnelly working out?
The kid's got talent. Now if he could just learn to shut his damn mouth.
Problems?
I'm sorry, Commander. Donnelly is dedicated, knowledgeable, and thinks on his feet. I'm glad to have him on my team. Could use a lesson or two about respecting chain of command, but I've handled the likes of him before. No need for concern.
Yeah, Ken's in trouble now. Gabby did her best to keep him in check before, but now he's got somebody who's experienced to keep him in check.
How's Engineer Daniels working out?
Her, I like. She's sharp and knows propulsion theory better than most physicists I've met. And she's easy to work with, too. Always said you had an eye for talent. Good job bringing her back to the Alliance.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I mean, not really my eye for talent. Cerberus was the one who initially noticed them.
I'm glad the commander didn't forget about us down here.
I told you Shepard would come visit.
Of course I did.
Cerberus stealthily strikes star system shield. No, glad I read that one out loud.
Cerberus stealthily strikes star system shield. Not that bad. I got it first try. Cerberus stealthily strikes star system shield. Yeah. Easy. Flows right off the tongue. I don't think anyone here has got anything new to say, but...
There is new information on the private messages terminal.
Hello again.
Yeah, here we go. Kasumi, call between Kasumi and Professor S. Elwausen. Hi, Professor. You know that one-of-a-kind point-to-point comm server you were talking about the other day? Do you have any information on its whereabouts? I've got something better. Check your front door. The server's locked in a Cerberus facility. Not anymore. This will be invaluable for the Crucible. Thank you, Miss Godo. You're the brilliant astrophysicist, Prof. I'm just a tech expert doing some odd jobs. By the way, you would not believe how many credits Cerberus leaves just lying around in the open. Nice. And, yep. We've seen that in Cerberus-based facilities before.
How's it going?
Yeah, nothing new there. Didn't think so.
Nothing to report.
Huh. Thought she had something to say about Garrus being back, but I guess not. Before I do the Grissom Academy mission, there's something very, very important. My fish! I got my fish back. Love my fish. And, yeah, my collection filling back out. Still like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think probably about 6 more models that I need to, that I need. So yeah, I'll go through the emails real quick and then I'll do Grissom Academy. Omega, this is DLC. Shepard, I'm ready to discuss that pet project I mentioned when we spoke in Purgatory. Come to Dock 42 on the Citadel. A Batarian named Bray will be waiting. Dick Adams. Got the new recruit set up. Good engineers. Nice to have them back on the side of the Angels. Well, it's not Sedaris, but it's close enough. Eclipse is on board. Nice work. Blood Pack change in management. Nice work with Gnarl. The Blood Pack needs to fight, and I need cannon fodder. Taking things slow. You are right. Good to get off the Normandy and watch the ships go by for a bit. Updating crucial databases. Shepard, when you have time, I have another question for you. Actually, I have 1,623,058, but I'm pacing myself. Appreciate the check-in. It hurts to see soldiers in that damn camp. At least it reminds me what we're fighting for. So most of these emails are, as I've mentioned before, they are from an app that no longer exists. So they come from a mod that I installed. Most of these emails, all the short emails, weren't in the base game originally. You wouldn't let me down. You impressed the hell out of the boys. Now they're getting me free drinks. Vega, my mobility assistance Mike. Oh man, Edie's asking some guy for his opinion on the war. I think he thinks he's being recorded. Sender blocked. Calling in favors from a few friends. We'll be around when you need us. Thanks again for the chat. Sometimes you gotta talk things through to figure them out, you know? Crucible Project. So much shiny tech. This is gonna be fun, Shep. Okay, Chambers. I took your advice. Thanks, I'll be around, even if you don't recognize me at first. Not Kelly. Thanks for understanding why I can't come back. I'm proud I can at least do good work here. Still not Kelly. That's cute. It was nice to sit and have a drink on the Presidium, even if I was working. Quiet moments are hard to come by. Yep. We'll do what I can. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me, Shepard. I wish I could be of more help. Don't worry, Thane. You can barely breathe. You're okay. Teeth are feeling sparkly. Thanks for the talk, Commander. I found an Asari toothbrush on the Citadel. Their teeth are like ours, right? Alright, now... I considered doing some quick planet scanning.
Commander?
But I will save that for the next episode, because after this episode, the next episode, I will be heading back to the Citadel briefly. So, doing things like Kite's Nest and a couple up there. A few more planets to scan. I'll do those at the start of the next episode. Yeah, like I said, this is really loud. So, nothing to scan in this episode. In this system. Elysium. When searching for a colony to retire to, Alliance hero John Grissom said he wanted the one where the sun has the decency to set at a reasonable time. Elysium filled this criteria and many more, featuring low gravity, tolerable atmospheric pressure, and a suitable climate. Humans and aliens alike flocked to the Alpine paradise early in its colonial years, and the planet remains a vibrant hub for both visitors and permanent residents. Security is a constant concern for Elysium. The planet has suffered several pirate or mercenary attacks, including the Skillian Blitz of 2176. That obviously can be part of Shepard's background as well. Shepard may have defended Elysium during the Blitz, depending if you chose War Hero as the background. Elysium's airspace is secured by mobile planetary defense cannons. Its armed starship complement is relatively light. Material and volunteers from Elysium formed part of the Alliance Second Fleet, which was stationed near Arcturus before the fleet was destroyed by the Reapers. Colony founded 2160, population 8.3 million, an additional 223,500 in orbital stations. Capital, Illyria. Yeah, day is slightly longer than on Earth, but not by too much. Tyre is wrapped in a crushing atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide that make for a blistering oven of a planet. Clouds of ash from volcanic eruptions trigger frequent lightning storms on the surface, and the majority of its mineral deposits are metal poor, not worth the expense of mining. A large terrestrial planet with wide cold deserts, Sidon has trace atmosphere that is principally carbon monoxide. Alliance planners found its gravity agreeable, however, and built a small domed research facility on the planet in the 2160s. The project was classified until recently, when Blue Sun's mercenaries, who allegedly attacked the facility, were apprehended and brought to trial, revealing the facility's existence in open court. Eager to counter the negative publicity, Elysium investment firms now advertise that Sidon is free of military facilities and just minutes away from the Garden World, thanks to recent improvements in faster-than-light travel. Whether or not the marketing attracts development remains to be seen. I'm going to go ahead and guess that it probably won't, through no fault of its own. There are other things going on. Joppa, a modestly sized hydrogen-helium Jovian planet, Joppa is close enough and reflective enough to be seen in Elysium's night sky. It orbits in retrograde, possibly indicating that it was an extrasolar capture. Human and alien consortiums compete fiercely for the rights to gather helium-3 from the planet, since Elysium's favorable position along trade routes means high profits. Joppa, huh? As in get to the... The largest object in the Klein Belt, Gilead, is a stony dwarf planet of rock and ice, mined for its nickel. It is notable for a recent collision with another asteroid. The residents had several weeks of advance warning and set up recording devices before they evacuated the planet. After selling footage of the asteroid strike to extranet news corporations, the residents found they were now somewhat famous, as well as a little wealthier than before. Of the 221 residents, all but 25 proceeded to leave the nickel business. Colony fan of 2180, capital Ephesus, population of 25. Yep. Active before. Should remember to do this.
The John Grissom Academy, founded in 2176, is the Alliance's premier school for young human biotics. The institution is housed in a space station in orbit over the human colony of Elysium. Its main program, the Ascension Project, is designed both to train and monitor young biotics, as well as help them integrate into society after graduation. Unlike the project's previous incarnation, Biotic Acclimation and Temperance Training, or BAT, the training is not exclusively military in nature. The Academy also employs scientific personnel, including Dr. Kaylee Sanders, to develop synthetic intelligence systems and biotic amplifiers like the new L4 implants.
Figured I should read that before we actually visit. The stated mission of the John Grissom Academy, commissioned in 2176, is to serve a student population demonstrating excellence and passion for math, science, and the liberal arts. Its entirely human student body ranges in age from the early teens to the mid-20s. Although the fact is not heavily advertised, the institution also offers classes for students with biotic capability. The school's Ascension Project seeks to train these students and integrate them into normal society. Normal population of 8,620. 1 kilometer long. Pretty big space station. Kind of looks like a sword. Yeah. Here's the hilt. Little handguards, and here's the blade. So, or at least a short sword. It looks like a dagger or a short sword or something like that. Anyway. Alright, so I haven't used Edie or Javik yet, so I'll bring them along. Plus, Edie's good to bring just because she gets a couple of good bits of dialogue on this mission. Javik not so much, unfortunately, but I haven't used him. Particle rifle is not necessarily the best assault rifle for him, but it's his gun. You know, even the Avenger does more damage after the upgrades I've given it. But the particle rifle, that's Javik's gun. He's got to use it. And Blood Pack Punisher. Damage. Power damage. Obviously, you don't need to worry about weight for the guns for your squad mates. Their power cooldowns are set numbers, so weapons have no effect on it. It's only yourself that you need to worry about being able to recharge. Yeah, leveling up the Punisher another level would probably get my power recharge back above 150%, but this is fine. And haven't done anything for either of these two yet. Go with power damage. Overload is a lot more useful compared to the previous game because it can it works against other types of armor. It works against both shields and biotic barriers, and also does damage against it can also hurt organics, neural shock. I'm gonna give it for now. And yeah, let's give her Defense Matrix. Defense Matrix is kind of a mixed thing for her, because it does slow down power usage. So, getting this maxed out is useful. Just because you do want her to be able to use her powers, just because Incinerate and Overload obviously are both really useful for her. Dark Channel is his special power. Plague an opponent with a persistent, damaging biotic field. Effect transfers to a second target if the first is killed. That is maybe one of the most useful things about it, to be honest. The fact that it does jump to another 42 second duration. But I'd rather it do more damage. Let's give it slow. Power damage. Yeah, let's do this one. So one thing to remember about Javik is you cannot respec him. You cannot redo his squad points, his powers. Once you've spent his powers, that's that. Slam is probably the one that I will not bother getting for him. I don't think I'll bother getting putting any points into Slam for him. Dark Channel obviously is going to be most useful. Lift Grenade is actually really good. And Pull can actually get really useful eventually. 2 pull projectiles, so you can bring 2 enemies into the air. I've never really been good at using Decoy myself, to be honest. I've never made the best use of it. But
and there's the folks who answered the distress call. Cerberus cruiser. At least 12 fighters on blockade duty. Too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission. Let's hear it.
So dark.
SSB Normandy. This is Kaylee Sanders, director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right, we'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I?
So eager to throw himself into danger. To show off his skills. So eager to show off his skills. He doesn't really draw that many of them. He only draws off like 5 or 6 of the fighters, and we were told that there were like 20, or that there were a dozen, so.
Keep the shuttle in position. We'll be back.
I don't know. Wish he'd taken a few pot shots on his way down. I just like to make sure that all my weapons have. Even though I'm probably going to stick with the Avenger for now.
Commander, I'm locked in a server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
Get ready. I'm almost got the door. Okay.
That was quick and easy. Piece of cake. I keep wondering if I should bump the difficulty up just a little bit, just to make things a little bit more interesting.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
Kaylee Sanders here, voiced by veteran voice actress Ray Griffin, who you may remember from just about every Western just about every cartoon of the past 20-odd years. Maybe 30 years? Yeah. Yeah, you'll remember Kaylee, you'll remember Ray Griffin as the voice of from just about any cartoon you've watched. She's credited here as Grace Delisle. Yeah, that's what we got here.
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting. He's currently leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... well, just tell him to stay alive.
I wish they'd made her look just a little bit older. A little bit closer in age to Anderson. Yeah, maybe just like a few years. Give her a few give her, a couple wrinkles. Humans do live longer in this setting, though, I guess. So.
few months knocking over practice dummies can't prepare your students for war.
Agreed, but the Alliance needs every resource it can get. And our students are unique resources. They wanted to help. How could we say no with the entire galaxy falling apart?
Fair.
Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems.
He should be carrying the particle rifle.
Of course.
I'll get the door for you. It leads to Orion Hall.
Sadly, nothing we can do for this guy, for this kid. Just frustrating. No matter how fast you are, you can't, you're not able to, like, go around to you can't break down this glass. So they get away with that kid, unfortunately.
The file says we need you alive. But your sister, she's optional. You give us trouble, we'll find her.
Bye, guys. Yeah, that was fun.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders at security.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
I mean, I literally just came through. Just go back. I mean, you, like, literally just 5... Yeah, it's just a few feet. Like, it's just through that door and one other door. Through 2 doors. Just go. Wow. Technical analysis review. Unshielded opponent approaching at 2 o'clock. Shielded opponent approaching at 12 o'clock. Both holding heavy pistols. Most effective way to take them down. You chose Shockwave. Correct answer. Singularity followed by Warp. Instructor comments. Shockwave inadequate against shielded enemy. Your barrier would hold long enough against heavy pistols for a Singularity to catch both. Warp on the unstable biotic field created by the Singularity results in an explosion neutralizing both enemies. Leaves a little tip for you here as well on the best way to deal with shielded enemies. Instructor's log. This is an interesting log. The kids are getting better at this shit, but I'm worried. I don't think we've got enough time to pull this off, and there's just no way they could really survive out there without way more training. Not without any field experience at all. Doing my best to get them ready. Didn't think I'd ever care this much. But I won't let anyone hurt them. They're my kids. Mine. There's a curious, yeah, there is a very curious log. Okay. Quick and easy. Hey. Don't listen to them, Riley. Not gonna bother now. Eviscerator shotgun. It is a very good shotgun for people who use shotguns, which is not me. I don't use shotguns. So. So again, Matic, I'm not going to equip it, but I will show it off. So slightly higher base Matic has slightly higher damage than a fully upgraded Avenger. Only a little bit, but this is like just the level 1 compared to level 5. So it is a better gun. And then obviously you can equip, you can attach mods to it. It is heavier though. Medium range, semi-automatic rifle. The Matic is a hybrid weapon with an assault rifle's low heat production and a sniper rifle's punch. Marksman favors increased power over that of an assault rifle to bring down hardened targets. Its lack of a full auto setting is advertised as a feature rather than a shortcoming, as it curbs a soldier's tendency to spray inaccurate fire under stress. So yeah, it's not bad. It's a pretty good gun, all things considered. But it's a bit heavy for me. While I'm here, I may as well, the Eviscerator. The Lieberschaft 2180 shotgun, or Eviscerator, is of human civilian design and has a unique ammunition generator. Where most modern firearms slice chips or pellets from an ammunition block, the M22 shaves off serrated metal wedges designed to fly aerodynamically. This dramatically improves its armor-piercing capabilities, and its tight grouping ensures lethality at longer ranges than standard shotguns. This design violates several intergalactic weapons treaties, so the M22 is not distributed to militaries. So yeah, good damage for this one. I think the... Well, yeah, so the Eviscerator's base damage is equivalent to the Katana, but slightly high fire rate, and lower fire rate, but better accuracy. So, good gun for people who use shotguns. While the Matic is a good assault rifle, if you can deal with the weight issues.
She's injured. If you wish to save her, act quickly, though it could delay us.
Of course I'm gonna save her.
Can you hear me?
How do you know my name?
I saved
People
your
stand
brother.
up
He's
so
with
weirdly.
KV Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
Yeah, found a visor there. Shut up.
Commander, I just got an emergency message from the students in Orion Hall. One of our instructors is with them, but they can't hold out much longer.
So yeah, we're about to find out who the instructor is, and it's pretty cool.
Eat this!
Hell yeah! It's Jack back. Jack is back.
Shepard?
I don't know what the slide was for, but it looked cool, and damn, she just took that rocket.
Everyone get down! This thing's out of your league! Shepard, keep it off us!
Man, it is... It is so tough to just shatter the glass on those things.
Get ready! More on the way! Shepard, keep them off us!
They're off you, they're off you.
Kaylee said she was putting out an SOS. I had no idea the Queen of the Girl Scouts would show up. All right.
Yep.
Amp check. Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5. Damn it! How many times did I tell you not to trust Cerberus?
If you romanced her in Mass Effect 2, then she will punch you and then kiss you.
You're not telling me anything I haven't told myself, Jack.
Oh, you feel bad? Well, shit. I bet that's a big comfort to all the people Cerberus has killed.
Jack's personality appears largely unchanged.
Hey, Edie. Nice body. Now you look like a sex bot instead of a sex toy. Okay, right now, all I care about is getting my guys out of here.
Your guys?
Yeah. I guess so.
If you bring Liara with you, then she will actually reveal that Jack's real first name is Jennifer, and offer to reveal her last name if she asks nicely. Or, offer to look for her last name if she asks nicely. Yeah, Jack's got kids.
I can't think of anybody who could care about them more.
Well, I had some free time while you were off playing hero. Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic.
I will destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser is coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Roger that. Good luck, ma'am.
Shepard to Sanders. The students are safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
Understood. I might know another way off the station, but I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
If Jack did not survive the suicide mission, then Prangley is the one who is taking care of the kids instead. Yeah, Jack as a teacher. Also, that I will destroy you. Jack would sometimes shout that in battle in Mass Effect 2. That itself was a callback to what Biotics would often scream in the first game. May as well also note that Rodriguez up there was voiced by Laura Bailey, who also voiced Dr. Ava Corey on Mars.
Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
I have to say, Jack, you look good.
Yeah, well, maybe some of your attitude rubbed off on me. I never had a family.
And these guys... Anyone screws with my students, I will tear them apart.
Yep. They're in good hands. Yeah, she does look good. She's grown out her hair. She's put on a jacket.
What's so valuable about these students? Biotically, I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed-off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask about that. That's just a dick thing to ask about. Yeah, pretty good idea in principle, in theory.
Doesn't that exhaust them?
Yeah, sure. But we've been working on conditioning, improving endurance. Whenever they complain, I tell them about the collector base, holding that damn biotic bubble up against those bug things. Ugh, I kept thinking, damn, let the Solarian handle this. He can talk them to death.
Okay, nice. If you chose, or if you didn't choose Jack to hold up the bubble, then she just comments about throwing collectors around on the base. But I prefer that line about holding up the bubble. So that's why I chose her to hold up the bubble in on the suicide mission. The long walk section.
How are the students handling the war?
How do you think? They're a bunch of teenagers. Until a few months ago, their biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So all this talk about biotic artillery strikes...
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But...
They'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
Have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
Heh.
Stick close. We'll get you out of here.
Glad to hear.
Good.
Glad to hear my speeches didn't go to
How does
waste.
camera access get us off this station?
We need to reach the Cerberus shuttles. The cruiser won't auto-target friendly ships, which gives us a fighting chance to escape. Get me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keeps Cerberus from boxing you in.
You really think we're getting out of here?
Of course we are. Don't talk like that.
Sorry. So our teacher worked with Commander Shepard? That's pretty badass.
Yeah. Wonder why she never mentioned it.
Because she's not the type to talk about that sort of thing.
How's your aunt?
Hot. I think I pulled a muscle in my brain.
Just drink your juice. You'll be fine.
I like that. Pulled a muscle in my brain.
You hear Cerberus saying people's names? They must have files on all of us.
Why? Who'd make a file on you? Your biotics can barely lift 100 kilos.
Jerk.
Yeah, but at least I passed biomathematics.
And shots returned.
When we get out of here, I'm going to the beach.
Which beach?
Any beach.
Ilium. Hotel Azure has a resort beach with waves and everything. Nothing but lonely Asari girls as far as you can see.
That's assuming the Reapers haven't hit Ilium.
Perv.
yet.
You keep thinking like that, you'll die on the station. You've got to find something and focus on it.
Maybe I need something other than some hot blue alien women to focus on.
Hey, you don't go for Asari, you can, I don't know, it's a big galaxy out there.
I don't need something out there.
Oh.
What do you? Hey, or maybe when this is over, we could get some coffee or something?
You sure I wouldn't be interrupting your beach trip?
You wear that green dress you wore at Holly's birthday party. You can interrupt anything you want.
I think I can make that happen.
Aw. Cute.
We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
So yeah, Prangley is the one who sort of takes over Jack's position if Jack didn't survive.
I can't believe you and our teacher worked together. With both of you here. Maybe we've got a chance.
More than a chance. I mean, come on. You think you're gonna die with Commander freaking Shepard here? I'll just take out every Cerberus agent every Cerberus soldier on the entire station. Prangley, high priority target. Capture priority Alpha, bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subject due to high level biotic abilities paired with high leadership testing scores. Considered prime candidate for indoctrination and high level enhancements for subsequent long term infiltration relocation. So, yeah.
Sanders, you should have access now.
Got it. The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides should be directly above the door.
Yeah, let's go with could go with squad just so that Edie and Javik can have some armor piercing. Only 50% effectiveness though, so I don't know. This is one of the cool things about the ammo powers. Any ammo power. At rank 5, you can give yourself some extra ammo capacity, which is pretty nice. Yeah, gonna go with that for now for her. Edie. Yeah, I'm actually going to work on getting that for her. And Javik. Nothing useful for him for now. Well, I'm able to take a pause. Centurions are Cerberus' front-line tacticians. They are meant to enact the Elusive Man's strategic goals, although it is clear that they have leeway to adapt as an encounter develops. The only useful intelligence that the Alliance has gathered on Centurions relates to their armament. Each Centurion carries an M96 Matic heavy rifle modified to launch smoke grenades, leaving enemies vulnerable to crossfire. Cerberus combat engineers are specialized support units that assist primary forces while staying out of the line of fire. They wear lighter armor than the typical Cerberus combatant, using a modified mesh that allows greater mobility. Undercover and out of sight, engineers focus on setting up and maintaining turrets, as well as repairing mechanical units or armored allies. When confronted, they return fire only for as long as it takes them to find cover again and let frontline combat personnel take over. Although engineers are not particularly dangerous on their own, the Alliance specifically warns troops to remain alert for turrets, which can mow down an entire squad while the engineer escapes. Yeah, turrets are no joke. Guardians, the Cerberus equivalent of human tanks, are slow-moving soldiers who carry enormous polycrystalline composite shields. The weight of the shield requires an armored suit equipped with hydraulic assists and a dedicated power supply. Combining this exceptional protection with a suite of enviromapping systems, Guardians focus on flanking opponents to flush them from cover. A Guardian's slow but relentless approach is intended to demoralize enemies, as well as draw their fire, but rip away their shield and Guardians become little more than cannon fodder. And Assault Troopers are the backbone of Cerberus forces. Those candidates who make it through the grueling basic training are submitted to an intensive psychological program that renders them fearless, disciplined, and unrelenting. Outfitted with custom-designed armor and rifles, these soldiers function with determined precision and practice teamwork. The first to rush into a fight, Assault Troopers often work in tandem with more powerful units. They make strategic use of this scenario, keeping their opponents occupied until it is too late to react to the combined Cerberus force bearing down on them. The Nemesis and Atlas I'll read another time, which makes slightly more sense for them.
Got it.
You should be able to force the door open now. I'll get to the shuttles ahead of you and get a pair ready to fly.
So, yeah, the Nemesis and Atlas, normally you wouldn't have actually come across them by now. I ran into, in theory, this mission would probably be done after Surkesh, which is technically supposed to be your first encounter with an Atlas. Obviously, I first encountered an Atlas on Eden Prime, which is where I also first encountered Nemesis. Nemesis are generally debut a little bit later in the game as well, so I'll get to them at the point that would normally be their debut.
Everyone, be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire.
We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those guys from above.
A good strategy that protects the students from direct fire.
Yep.
Just time your shots and stay safe.
All right, I didn't bust my ass training you so you could die now. Keep low, pick your targets.
Students of Grissom Academy, the station is sealed. The Alliance soldiers cannot save you. All they can do is get you killed. Surrender peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Asshole.
Damn it, they're messaging everyone. Students, switch your Omni tools to privacy mode so they can't track you.
What if they're not lying?
You kidding me? You know who I am? I will take out every Cerberus soldier.
You've already held your own against Cerberus. You've been trained for this by one of the best.
Come on, Rodriguez. They're only asking nicely because you scared them in that last fight. So take your balls out of your purse and kick some ass.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go!
I never noticed the sound Edie makes when she moves. She's got a little bit of a whir. And, alright. This can be a pretty tough fight. Just because of the sheer number of them.
Ready for it? Action. Hell yeah!
They are. Put them down!
Ah, got a mail slot achievement. Nice. Yeah, those things are slight inconvenience. Shield pylons. Doing pretty okay so far.
We can go through that side area.
So yeah, these act to refill shields. Notice I did absolutely... So yeah, these things can be pretty useful to take down quickly. Yeah, I didn't even bother going after the Atlas myself. I think
We're in the atrium.
I'm taking a back route to the shuttles. I'll meet you there.
I think the biotics destroyed that Atlas all on their own. Mission brief. High priority targets Prangley and Rodriguez. Other subjects are to be retrieved alive if possible. If unavoidable, bring back bodies for use as genetic testing materials. Addendum to the original brief. Subject 0 is to be retrieved for further testing and possible conditioning. Current psych profile indicates that holding students hostage likely to be most successful tactic. Bastards. Oops. Free money. And this next half of it is a little bit tougher.
Nice one, Prangley. Keep your damn barriers up!
Damn it, Rodriguez! Oh, jeez. Too tough, but it can be. Especially on higher difficulties, this can be a really, really tough fight. But hey, you get to see the kids up top, which is pretty cool.
Everyone okay up there?
Rodriguez took one in the arm because she didn't watch her barrier.
Commander, I've reached the Cerberus shuttles without being detected. They know what they're doing, though. You need to hurry.
Damn it, Rodriguez. Jack told you to watch your damn barrier. Why didn't you watch your damn barrier? Alright, that's where I came in. Alright.
That's an impressive barrier, Octavia. Our file says you've been working on shield technology.
It's a handheld, multi-core solution based on psychotic barrier technology. And it's pronounced Octavia.
You tell him, Octavia.
Why don't you fight me?
Your cousin Joanna is already on the shuttle, Octavia. Don't you want to make sure sure she's safe? What?
Octavia is a smart cookie. Well. So get ready for some heartwarming.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance. I'm here to help.
I didn't buy it from the last guy, and I've got no reason to buy it now.
The square root of 906.01 equals...
30.1.
Hello, Commander Shepard.
David, you know her?
Yes. She rescued me from Cerberus. Sent me here. She made it quiet.
You did a great job keeping yourself safe. The biotic students are up there. Stay close. They'll get you out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
David.
He looks much healthier.
I remember you. The Normandy computer. Sorry.
No apology is necessary.
The music, of course, is the music that played at the end of Overlord. Lovely bit of music. Yeah. David's okay. Feels like a hope spot. Running into David again. Voiced again by Jesse Gervais. Oh, and I didn't mention, but Jack voiced again by Courtney Taylor. I forgot to mention that.
Has Grissom Academy been all right?
Yes. I've been counting.
Anything in particular?
The number of days you lengthened my life.
Aww.
The security office. I hacked the lock. Guns. Lots of guns. Goodbye.
Bye, David. So glad that he's doing okay. Obviously, you only get that scene if you did Overlord. Sniper rifle piercing mod. Yeah, another Matic. So this gets you an upgrade for the Matic. So, yeah, already at level 2 without even needing to spend any money. So, pretty useful, that. I could have sworn there was supposed to be something else in here. But I only see those two things. Possible the third thing is just a dependent on what you've already picked up. So yeah. Yeah, that is a really nice moment. Really nice to run into.
Looks like schematics for AMP interfaces. Not as good as what we already have, but still worth a look.
If you don't get them here, you can buy them from the Spectre Requisition Office. They cost money in that case. Chest plate, not sure if it's any good. And now we get something fun. High priority target Rodriguez. Capture priority Alpha, bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subject due to very high aptitude scores. Despite limited biotic ability, considered prime candidate for indoctrination and enhancement under the Phantom Initiative. Ooh, Phantom Initiative. Anyway. My turn. almost not even worth bothering.
Bradley, Rodriguez, stay close. Watch your ass.
Like, as cool as this is in concept, it's honestly almost a pain in the ass to actually use. Yeah.
Hostiles up top.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, Javik.
The shuttles are almost ready.
Move your ass before backup arrives.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it's nice to get to be the one in one of those for a change.
Hurry, Commander. The Normandy has pulled the cruiser out of position. We need to leave now.
But it's actually, like, it's almost not even worth bothering. John Grissom, founder. Like, you're almost better off actually just being on foot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got everything that's to get.
Kaylee, how's it coming?
Shuttles are unlocked.
Take the controls and get the students aboard.
Wait, where the hell's Rodriguez?
Damn it, Rodriguez!
She needs covering fire.
She needs more than that.
Nice. Now is when, that would be the time for cover fire. Good thing Cerberus ain't stuck. If Jack isn't here, then Prangly
Joker,
rescues
we flew out on
Rodriguez,
a Cerberus shuttle. What's your fire?
but dies in the process.
Should just be a minute.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Forget that. We kicked some ass. Next place we dock, you're all getting inked. My treat. What do you guys want? Ascension Project logo? Glowing fist? Maybe a unicorn for Rodriguez?
Hey.
Screw you, ma'am.
I can't believe we got them out alive. I was going to suggest that they stick to support roles. But perhaps they're ready after all.
I can't say no to Jack's puppy dog eyes.
They're definitely ready, but the Alliance needs them in a support role.
What? We trained for artillery strikes.
We don't need another artillery unit. We need stronger barriers for our frontline squads.
This is bullshit! Hey, if that's where they need us, that's where we go. Besides, I'm sure we'll get some shots in.
Commander, we've got a visual on you now. Preparing to dock. Hey, Jack, now that you're military, you gonna wear a uniform, or are you just getting the officer's bars tattooed on?
Screw you, Flight Lieutenant.
What the hell was that?
Jack promised to watch your language in order to maintain the necessary professionalism we need from our teachers.
Does she have a swear jar or something? Because I bet if we empty that thing, we can afford another cruiser.
Cover your ears, kids. Hey, Joker.
Obviously, we've seen profanity before, so cut it off with it.
Shepard, damned if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Good to see you too, sir.
Sir, I may have reinstated you, but that doesn't give you permission to go all formal on me.
Then I'm glad you managed to keep your ass alive, Anderson.
That's more like it. Looks like you didn't waste any time getting to work. I can only imagine what would have happened to those kids if they'd fallen into Cerberus' hands.
Yeah.
Definitely eager to help.
These students are some of the best humanity has to offer, and we're throwing them into battle. God damn it, I hate this war. Hackett didn't mention in his report.
Kaylee Sanders is safe. She's with the recruits.
Thanks, Shepard. When I heard about the attack, well, I've already lost a lot of friends.
She asked me to tell you to stay alive.
Did she now? Well, thanks, Shepard. That might be the first good news I've heard this week. Anderson out.
So yeah, it doesn't update, nothing new for the codex and all that. By the way, that penetration, my ammo can punch right through 0.7 meters of, so 7/10 of a meter. 70% of a meter, whatever you want to say, but 0.7 meters of cover to damage enemies, which is pretty good. Anyway. The Terminus fleet is an assortment of mercenary vessels and pirate ships bound together by little more than common geography and a fear of the Reapers. Despite this volatile mix, the fleet seems to be functioning as one under the leadership of criminal warlord Arya Talok. The Bloodpack's mercenaries have been compared to floods, wildfires, and other calamities. It recruits Krogan and Vorcha, preferably those with no regard for collateral damage. On the rare occasion when brute force is insufficient, the Bloodpack is willing to deploy weapons of mass destruction, normally banned in Citadel space. So I didn't comment on it at the time, but so the Blood Pack is in Mass Effect 2. It's made clear that the Blood Pack is a Krogan group, with Vorcha just being cannon fodder. But now there seems to be a Vorcha leading the Blood Pack. Probably down to two factors. First, we killed quite a few of the Krogan leaders of the Blood Pack. Second, the Krogan are pretty busy on Tachanka, as you'll find out next episode when I do the summit. So yeah, now the Blood Pack seems to be a primarily Vorcha organization, I would guess. The Eclipse Corporation specializes in smart security solutions, developing tactics around surgical strikes, sabotage, and electronic warfare. These mercenaries are supported by a sizable army of combat mechs, and rely heavily on tech for support in combat. Spectres are the left hand of the Citadel, enforcing laws and stopping crimes with galactic repercussions. While Spectres usually work alone, the Reaper threat gave cause for these extraordinary agents to assemble in an elite unit capable of operating in enemy territory without backup. Spectre Jondam Bao, while not their official leader, is the group's spokesperson. He has passed on important intelligence gathered by the unit to Hackett and the Fifth Fleet. So, if Kasumi isn't around during that mission with Jondam Bao, then you have to choose between him and saving him and saving the Hanarch. The Spectre unit is worth 40 points of military strength. The Hanar and Drell are worth 50, with an additional 8 for the Metagel. So, if you don't have Kasumi, then it's better to save the Hanar. The Hanar have sent their warships to engage the Reapers to repay Commander Shepard for saving their homeworld. Though their navy is relatively small, the Hanar have also provided the services of their best Drell combat specialists. They are accomplished spies, saboteurs, and assassins, trained at an extremely young age. While the Hanar are normally loath to send trusted allies into open warfare, these are desperate times. A metagel formulated especially for the Hanar has been distributed to Hanar civilians and fleet captains. Nicknamed the Bridge Burners, update to the 103rd Marine Division, nicknamed the Bridge Burners, Team Zeta are combat engineers who specialize in destroying enemy fortifications in hostile territory. This tight-knit group of men and women are respected for their knowledge, renowned for their tenacity, and infamous for their enthusiasm. So they like blowing things up, is what I get. Biotic students from the Grissom Academy have joined the 103rd Marine Division as a support unit. The students focus their biotics into barriers that shield the Marines and help control the flow of the battlefield. If you instead choose to have them act as biotic artillery, they provide larger military strength, they provide more assets, but they're at more risk, so more of them die. And I want to protect the kids. The SSV Agincourt was one of many Alliance ships that saved the colony world Elysium from pirates and slavers during the Scalian Blitz in 2167. In order to stay with this vessel and crew, its captain refused promotion after the Blitz. So yeah, that was the ship that Presley served on. May he rest in peace. First Lieutenant Kaylee Sanders joined Grissom Academy's board of directors after she gave up her military career. When the Cerberus raid on the Academy was thwarted by Commander Shepard, Sanders joined with Alliance engineers working to recreate the Prothean device found on Mars. Her past work as a systems technician, specifically studying synthetic intelligence, has helped decode some of the complex feedback systems that control the weapon's energy output. Some of Grissom Academy's more technically minded students were saved from Cerberus by Commander Shepard. They've met up with Sanders, contributing their brainpower to some of the problems she's been tackling. David Archer is another refugee from Grissom Academy working on the device. Despite his youth, Archer's theories on interstellar cross-modulation have won him respect with the project's scientists. Of course they did. Of course they respect them. Jack, formerly known as Subject Zero, may be the most talented biotic of her time. After helping Shepard destroy the Collectors, she was offered a teaching position at Grissom Academy by the Alliance. Accepting the position for reasons of her own, Jack continued to hone her skills while training her students. Grissom Board of Directors member Kaylee Sanders has vouched for Jack's energetic, if unorthodox, teaching style, impressed with the inroads made with the children under the Rogue Biotic's care. I believe that there is something later on that confirms that Hackett was the one who actually reached out to Jack. I believe Hackett was the one who reached out to Jack. I think there will be something confirming that later on in the game. A pair of entrepreneurs was persuaded to switch from creating financial programs to advanced weapon targeting VIs, and to sell them to the Alliance just above cost. And finally, Kasumi Goto is wanted in over a dozen systems for sabotage, hacking, theft, and a laundry list of other crimes. The Alliance is willing to overlook Goto's indiscretions in exchange for her help with the Crucible. In addition to her expertise with electronic security systems, Goto can acquire important technology thought lost or stuck deep in enemy territory. No one dares ask how she acquires these items. I mean, We know how she does it. She steals it.
When this war is over, I hope we find every race that sat back while we bled and get some payback.
Yeah, that's a great plan. Follow war with more war.
Westmoreland is clearly the smarter of these two.
Commander, you have an encrypted message from a Miranda Lawson.
Hey!
I just got word. Everyone from Grissom Academy has arrived safely.
We wouldn't have known about them if you hadn't caught the distress signal. Nice work.
Thanks, Commander.
So, yeah. Sadly, none of your Mass Effect 2 squad mates actually rejoin you. Garrus and, spoiler alert, Tali. Those two carry over from 1 to 2 to 3. They're with you for the entire trilogy. But none of the characters who were specific to Mass Effect 2 actually rejoin you.
So Jack's an instructor? I guess anyone who messes with biotic kids gets turned into a small stain on the floor and ceiling. Ooh, and that was Cerberus attacking the Academy. Man, that must have been like Christmas for her. Anyway, nice job on getting them out of there.
They were throwing out some impressive biotic power.
Good. We could use some heavy hitters in the biotics department. It'll be good for them, too. Biotics face a lot of discrimination. Maybe if they save the galaxy, people will get over their issues.
I didn't expect you to be sensitive about that.
Hey, I'm just tired of them stealing the spotlight from people with actual disabilities. I break ribs if I sneeze too hard. Being able to move crap with your mind is not a handicap.
Fair enough.
Commander?
Can't argue with them there, I guess.
It is good to know that Jack has thus far survived the Reaper invasion. I have amusing memories of her attempts to insert additions into my reports to the Elusive Man. Most of them centered around inappropriate uses of the word cockpit.
Okay.
Hello,
Nice.
Shepard.
I mean, did you let her sneak them in? Feel like it's only fair, right?
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, alright, I'll check it. Miranda Lawson, Commander, I heard about your stay with the Alliance. I can only imagine what nonsense they cooked up to keep you there. We should talk. It's safer in person. You'll find me on the Citadel by Bay D24. Miranda. Forward! Thank you from Kaylee. Hi, Commander. I didn't have time to thank you properly after you got us out of the Academy, and Admiral Hackett agreed to send this your way. While my students are out on duty, I'm doing what I can to help with the Crucible. It's an amazing project, more advanced than anything I've ever seen before. Some of my more tech-minded kids are staying back to help out too. Watching them work, it's the future, Commander. This project will inform human progress for generations. And they'll have you to thank for it. Aww. Always nice when you get a little something to make you feel like you're accomplishing something, like you're doing good. Hey, Shepard. Still in the hospital, but I'm up on my feet, eating solid food, and making trouble for the nurses. They'll probably throw me out of here soon. Come by if you're on the Citadel. Same room. Thanks, Kaden. There is no time for typing. I will help you, but evolve faster. Typing messages like this is an insult. Evolve faster, I love that. Watch the robot. Hey, don't scratch the paint on the new EDI bot, okay? Joker. Show me another pilot who could do this. Anytime you want me to play tag with a Cerberus cruiser, you just let me know. Better than playing hide and seek with the Sovereign, I suppose.
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back. I wanted to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them.
Some women like scars. Even if most of those women are Krogan.
One of the worst parts of this war is watching the kids react. If they're lucky, they grow up thinking the galaxy is basically a decent place. Some rough spots here and there, but for the most part, life makes sense. Now they find out it was all a lie. They wake up to see these things in the dark that just want to destroy everyone they ever cared about. If they survive, there'll be a lot of angry orphans out there looking for answers.
Cheerful.
Looks like we beat Cerberus again. Do you
That
think
we
the
did.
elusive man fires lieutenants over failures like this, or just lines them up against the wall and gets it over with?
Hope so, just because, yeah, he's gonna be pretty short on lieutenants, if he does that.
I wish they had a Grissom Academy for Turians when I was growing up. Always wanted to learn how to paint. Now I mostly paint walls with Reaper blood. Not the same, but it's a living. Another
Nice.
time, maybe.
Funny. You're funny, Garrus. I miss Sergeant Gardner.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
It was odd to see an entire academy just for biotic children.
Don't Asari have biotic schools?
Every Asari school includes biotic training programs. It's basic education. Still, those children in the academy were very impressive. I'm sure Jack's proud.
Yep. I guess Asari schools teach the 3 R's: reading, writing, and reaving. Email from Kaylee Sanders to David Anderson. David, you won't get this for a while, unless you find an extranet connection working on Earth. I've made it out to this weapon we're building. The device isn't even halfway complete, and it's the most breathtakingly complicated piece of technology I've ever seen. I wish you could see this thing we're creating. It gives me hope. Take care, for my sake. Yeah, the main Mass Effect novels, Kaylee and Anderson are sort of the protagonists of them. So, nice to get to see her. Call from Kaylee Sanders to Jack. Hey Sanders, checking on the kids? How are they, Jack? They'll do good. This gonna be long? I kinda got crap to do. I wanted to tell you, I persuaded some Alliance friends to part with that biotic amp you and the children were testing at Grissom. You can pick it up on the Citadel. Damn! One of the L3X1s? You know how much shit I could tear up with one of those installed? I had an idea. Look after yourself. Yeah. And that. Thanks. Aw. Everyone looking after each other.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? Edie agrees with me.
But unlike Edie, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over Edie's body when he does that. When Edie controls the ship, she's piloting, just like Joker.
So yeah, interesting question. Is Edie the Normandy, or is she just a passenger? It's definitely a very interesting question. You could really go either way with it.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is...
Edie can direct the Normandy with her thoughts. She sees, hears, and feels through the ship's sensor arrays. The Normandy is her body.
I've seen Edie's body, and its curves are a fine sight better than the Normandy's hull.
So what do you think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode. Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder. Power grid is in the green.
Oh, didn't mention before. As in the previous game, Ken is voiced by John Ulyat, who also voices Cliff. And Gabby is voiced by Dana Fineglass Furman, who also voices Avina.
Commander, I was exploring your ship.
Find anything interesting?
This space has absorbed much anger. The biotic instructor from the Academy.
Right. These were Jack's quarters.
Traces of her pain are still present. I'm told she sought revenge against Cerberus when she was here.
Yep,
kinda. A goal you helped fulfill.
That I did.
Hope you will do the same for me.
Of course.
At least I have better quarters.
I mean, Jack chose these quarters.
During our fight against the Reapers, we had no time for teaching the young anything but war. Only the foolish mourn the loss of innocence. It is inevitable. The galaxy has never rewarded the naive. Commander.
I guess he's not wrong, but he doesn't have to be jerkish about it.
Breaking now. A city of 4 million blasted from orbit. Adelaide, Australia is no more. New footage from Earth reveals the Reaper's plans to attack large industrial centers. Which cities are next? Find out inside the battle space. Commander.
And we'll finish up with the shuttle bay.
Commander, I feel terrible about leaving you on Grissom Academy like that.
I did order you to leave.
Yeah, doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just glad it all worked out.
Don't feel bad. I was never in any real danger.
Commander?
That Jack is a mean SOB, but kind of hot. If you like that sort of thing.
Which you clearly do.
So, Anderson and Sanders. That's quite a couple. Huh. My dad's last name is Sanders. No relation.
So that's a bit of a joke regarding the development. Originally, Vega's last name, James Vega's last name, was originally going to be Sanders. He is going to be James Sanders. They changed it in part because of Kaylee Sanders, to avoid people thinking that there was some relation between James and Kaylee. So, yeah, a little bit of a developmental gag there. Don't know if I mentioned this before, but Vega was also originally going to be a bi-romance option.
Hey.
Bisexual romance option.
Hey.
But, of course, they did cut that. So now he's not really a romance option for either. I didn't forget any other models down here, did I? Hope I didn't miss any more models. Don't think I did, though. Alright. Shield, power damage, power recharge. But it's ugly. It's so ugly. Yeah, power damage and recharge, it's nice. I'll go with it for now. Now this gives shield regeneration. Oops. This one gives more power damage, so let's go with this. Chest plating with auxiliary power cells that augment power performance. So yeah, let's go with that. Weapon damage and headshot damage. Keep go with that for now. Arms. Melee damage, useless to me. Weapon damage. Blade plating with auxiliary weapon cells that feed into weapons. Why not? Not my favorite luck, but it'll do. Alright, so that will do for this episode. Next, I will hit the Citadel again, do some quick scanning, hit the Citadel again for another quick tour of that, and then do the, and then depending on how long all that takes, I may go to the War Summit. But for now, thanks for watching, and have a nice night.